I was a typical kid. I played baseball every day in the summer with the neighborhood kids. We built our own field. In Minnesota in October, you'd build a hockey rink, and we'd play hockey every day after school.
Oh, yeah.
In the neighborhood. The crazy thing to me as I look back is I was baseball, football, hockey, and basketball was the sport that I was least around. I didn't, I watched it, and of course I liked it. But I was exposed to it the least of any of the four major sports. And then I end up being in the NBA for 32 years, which is kind of interesting. The sport I knew the least about, I spent the most time with in my professional life. And I think there's something to that because I think I had to work a little harder. In my own mind, I probably thought, I don't know basketball real well. So maybe I applied myself differently. Maybe I made less assumptions about what I thought I knew when it came to basketball. I think that's probably true.
And give yourself a challenge, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I worked with Pete Vuckovich with the Brewers, Cy Young winner, 1981. And one of the things he said to me that I'll never forget, he said, the first thing you should realize every morning when you wake up is what you don't know. Understand what you don't know before you do anything. That's a great line because it keeps you involved. It keeps you learning. Everybody thinks they know everything. But if you approach the day, what don't I know? Then you're going to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a great thing. And I've always remembered that. And I try to pay attention every day. I try to learn something every day. And that was certainly true when I was around the NBA and baseball. If you're not paying attention there, you're missing a great opportunity because you'll learn so much about life and about people, about winning, about losing, about how to handle both, interpersonal relationships, all kinds of things. And it's been it's like a PhD in life when you're around pro sports every day.
Huh. Super interesting. Yeah, you got to see like every aspect of their life.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And then all of that is under a microscope, under a public microscope. So you see how people handle that. Some things bother them and they don't show it. Sometimes they do show it. What happens when you show it? Nothing good usually. So there's all of this stuff. You learn to get in a slot that works. I don't know if the slot's vertical, it's probably a horizontal slot. You stay in the slot to perform at your best. When you get outside the slot, then you start getting a little ragged.
Okay. What's outside the slot?
Well, I think that's up to every individual person. I think you have to find a slot for yourself where you're at your best.
Okay.
You can be at the bottom of the slot when you're not having a great day, and then you try to be at the top of the slot. But when you start getting cocky, you get above the slot.
Okay.
When you start getting down on yourself or getting negative, you're below the slot. So you have to find this slot that you stay in and you operate in that range.
Huh.
And try to be consistent. It's consistency.